Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be trying out a few new products. One of them I'm very curious about. It is the Juno Co Microfiber Velvet Sponge. So we'll see how a velvet sponge works on my face. I'll be trying a new eyeshadow palette, some new brushes, and a new skin tint. So if you want to see how everything turned out, you're in the right place. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and take a moment and hit the subscribe button. And also give this a thumbs up if you are enjoying these types of videos. So without further ado, let's get going and see how I got this look. Alright guys, in today's video, I'm just going to be trying out a few things that I have picked up that are new for me lately. The first one I am going to try out is by Juno Co. It is their Microfiber Velvet Sponge. Now they're currently sold out on their website, but you can put in your email address and they'll notify you when they come in. So we'll try this out. If it's a hit, you guys are going to go ahead and order one. I've already wet this one and it's different. It's got, you can see all this. So it's got a flat side there and then it's flat at the bottom, the little hole in it. But then it's just kind of fuzzy all over. So that's just the microfiber. So I'm really curious to see how this works. I did pick up 2 of them, and it did increase in size a little bit from getting wet. So I wanted to start this with just my lotions and serums and primers and everything on. I haven't even done my under eye color correcting because I want to be able to use the sponge to do that. So let's get started. I'm going to start out with a little bit of my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer to cover up these dark under eyes. This one's getting really low already. That's one thing I don't like about these is you go through them very fast. I'm using the flat side of the sponge here. Did a pretty darn good job. Now I'm going to go on top of that with my Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer. I'm in color 2. So this is a peach tone one to kind of cover up the darkness. Let's go back in with this again. As soon as I felt this for the first time, okay, you guys are going to think I'm crazy. But it felt so fuzzy to me. The only thing that came to my head was, let's go back to our childhood, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy did not care. Who remembers that one? Okay, and then the foundation I'm going to use today isn't a foundation. It is a skin tint, and it is the Sephora Bright Future Skin Tint Sunscreen. It's got an SPF 25 in it. I picked up 2 colors because I wasn't quite sure which one was going to be my match. So I got 12 in Ecru and 20 in Cream. These are on sale on Sephora's site for only $10. And since I have been loving the Lancome Skin Feels Good, which is a little more expensive, I want to see if these might be a good dupe for them. So that's what we're going to go in with. But before we do that, I'm going to put on a little bit of concealer in some areas that I normally go in and conceal after I put my foundation on. So just know that that's not going to give me the coverage I want. Boy, this feels dry already. I just wet it. But that did a really good job of blending everything out. So let's get started. Let's see which one of these 2 I'm going to use. Oh, let's take the little cap off them first. That's probably a good match right there. That's the number 12 Ecru. Don't know now, maybe not. Yeah, actually I think I like number 20 better. That's what we're going to go with. And again, this is a skin tint, not a foundation. I've been doing this more on days where I'm just going to go grocery shopping or run over and see my mom. So I'm not putting on a lot of makeup. But I'm getting my sunscreen that way. Where's my sponge? Okay. Okay, let's take a look at this. It's very shiny, very glowy. But it, it did a really good job of giving me some coverage there. I would even say this is more like a medium coverage. Okay, let's add a little bit more concealer and then we can be done with that. Try the sponge again. I really like this sponge for going under my, actually for my whole face. Okay, it feels like it's dried out already, but it's really looking good. I feel like I look greasy instead of glowy because it's just too much all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of powder on and then we'll come back and work on, actually I'll do a little bit more makeup and then I'll be back. Alright, I've gone ahead and put on some bronzer, some contour, and my brows as well. So I'm going to go in with a blush. This is one I already own. It's just one of the Ensa Silky Touch blushes and this is in the color Baby Doll. I also picked up some of their brushes off their site because they were so affordable. So this first one I got is an ES03, so I thought I would use that for my blush today. It's very, very soft. It's dense and very soft. I also got a flat top brush. I was hoping I could use as a kabuki brush, but it's just way, way, way too flimsy for me to use for foundation. This one is their ES10, but probably try like powders or things with that. And then I picked up two eye brushes. This one is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. This is the ES06, and it's pretty big, but I can make it work. And the last one is the ES07, so this is just a tapered blending brush. And that one's pretty dense as well. So let's start with some blush. Let's see how this works. Hair. It's working very nice. It's definitely holding a lot of the product in there. I wouldn't mind having a couple more of these to do like bronzer and contour with. Okay, I like a lot. You know what I'll do? I'm going to just take this flat top one and kind of buff around it. Like this one too. I'll find a use for this for sure. So for eyes, they have on their website, it's called the Peach Dreams eyeshadow palettes, Prism Makeup. They only have like 3 palettes on their whole site. Let's take this out. I dropped the lid. It does have a mirror inside. And tell me if these shades look kind of familiar to you. Shouldn't take long to figure it out if you own the palette. It's the Too Faced Just Peachy palette. let's hold them up side by side and we will compare the two. Except for mine is well loved and used. So this is the Just Peachy and this is the Peach Dream. They really got those pretty darn good, didn't they? So here's what I'm going to do. I want to see how they perform. I'm going to do one eye with one palette and the other eye with the other palette, and I'm going to use the same brushes, but I'm just going to clean them off really quick in between. And let's just do that. So for starters, I'm going to just take a angled brush. This is one of my Luxie brushes. I'm going to, let's do the Peach Dream on this side. So I'm going to pick up the color right here called Angel, which is peach butter in the Just Peachy palette. And I'm going to take that all over my entire lid all the way up to the brow. Okay. Clean that brush off, and I'll go into the Peach Butter in the Just Peachy palette. Those perform the exact same. So far I'm impressed, but we're only one color in. All right, now let's take one of their brushes. I'm going to take the taper brush, and I'm going to go into this color here called Shortcake, which is Peaches and Cream in the Just Peachy palette. And I'm going to use this as my transition color. I like this brush. I'm going to try and pick up the same amount with each color so that we're fair here. I'm just going to use one of these mirrors. Okay, clean that off. Now I'll go into the Peaches and Cream color in here. So far, these are working out just the same. Now let's take this brush here, and in the Peach Dream palette, I'm going to go into the shade here called Pie. Oops, it's that burning one right there. Actually, you know what? Take that back. I'm going to go down below it is Mila. I'm going to use Mila. I hope he's home. I hear a motorcycle out there. Oops, almost did it on the other eye too. Okay. That went fast. Now we will use Just Peachy. Can you see the dent I put in that one? Okay, but that one, I think Just Peachy is a little bit more pigmented. Let's go back to the Mila. Nope, I take that back. They're the same. I'm going to go into one of my brushes. I'm just going to take a Morphe taper brush. And now I'm going to go into that color Pie right here, the brown. Take that even deeper into the crease. Clean that off. We'll go into Peach Tea in the Just Peachy palette. And let's start working on under our eye. So in the Peach Dream, I'm going to go into the Mila color again, and I'm just going to take just drag my nail through one of the colors So I'm going to take that on just a little flat brush and go under my eye. Go back into Just Peachy. All right, last but not least, I'm going to take one more shade. Let's go back to Just Peachy. I'm going to take this shade called Sorbet right here. Take that on an angled brush. Go really close to my lash line and just kind of smudge that out. And then I will go into Just Ripe and the Just Peachy palette. You guys keeping count how many times I've said peach today? All right, now just on a little brush, I'm going to take this color up here in the corner called Cobbler, which is a brighter white, and I'm lightly going to go up underneath my brow bone. Just going to highlight that since there are no shimmer shades in this, and then I'm going to take a little bit on the lid and just kind of define my lid. All right, so now I'm going to go with the peach meringue and repeat that on this eye. All right, guys, I cannot tell the difference. So, gosh, I'm going to leave it up to you. Do you want to spend $10 or $45? Do the math. I have loved, 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 loved this. This has been my go-to every day when I am just going to hang around the house or go shopping or run errands. This has been the palette that I just grabbed because I know it has colors. I can do a quick look, which is this one right here, and just get out the door. I've loved this one, and I'm going to love this one just as much. So I think I found a really good dupe for you guys. And it's a fraction of the cost, so saving money is always a good thing. Let me go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to close this all out. All right, guys, I'm back, and let's go over everything really quick that I have put on my face. For starters, I really liked the Sephora tints. They are very lightweight. Yes, they looked, on me at least, they look pretty greasy to begin with. It didn't feel greasy, it just had too much of a glow. I don't care for that at all. A little glow's good, that's what highlighter's for, but I don't like to have an all over glow. So a little powder, that did the trick for me. And again, it's an SPF 25, which is actually more than what the Lancome Skin Feels Good is, only a 23. So maybe I found a good dupe, a lot less expensive, and you don't quite get the same amount. On the Lancome, you get 32 mils and 25 in the Sephora. So do the math on that, but $9, you can't go wrong on that. Okay, this sponge. This is weird, you guys. I said it felt dry, but if I go in and squeeze it again, all that water comes back up to the surface. So it feels wet. I just should have done that, and it just kind of rehydrates itself. So, and actually, here you can see my hand's actually all wet. So I like it. I really like that it went in and it just blended everything out so beautifully and flawlessly. Worked really good on my concealer, worked really good on the tint. Anxious to try this out on an actual foundation and see how that works. So by the time you guys see this, I'll have a chance to try this out with a foundation, and I'll leave a note down in the description box letting you know how that worked out. Let's talk about this eyeshadow palette, guys. This is awesome. I love finding dupes for palettes, and this one is so good. Again, $10. Look, can you tell the difference between the two eyes? Colors are spot on, blendability spot on. This is a really good deal, you guys. Go ahead and pick this up, and now I have to probably try some other palettes and see how they work out. As for the brushes, I really like them. This one, I'm going to get a couple more. So again, I could do my bronzer and maybe even contour could go in there and do that. So really like it. The flat top one, again, I was really hoping it would be a good one to go in and do foundation with, but it's just too flimsy for that, I'll find some way to use it. Really, really, really like that tapered one.
That one just went right in there and did such a good job. And this one, surprisingly, as big as it was, I liked how I was able to get into my crease with that and get a lot better control. So I am enjoying their brushes as well. Everything that I have on my face today is all drugstore. I will leave links down below in the description box letting you know what everything is I have on my face. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you guys, why? Go ahead, do it. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure you also give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell notification when you subscribe as well so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. That's every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And if you have any questions or comments or questions or anything that you just want to talk about, feel free to leave those down below in the comment box. So until next time, you guys, I love you all, and bye-bye.